All right, guys, it is the most wonderful time of the year, but it ain't Christmas just yet, so you don't get your boys singing with you. It's the NFL season, and we got football. I'm loving every single week of it. And once again, I've partnered up with the DraftKings Sportsbook to give all new customers a great offer. Bet $5 or more on any game this weekend, and we'll give you $200 in bonus bets instantly. Everybody's an expert at everything. Now you have an opportunity to show it at the DraftKings Sportsbook. And guys, we ain't stopping there. Every week in October, you can take advantage of one of our great offers. So go right now to the DraftKings Sportsbook. Bet $5 or more on any game this weekend, and we'll give you $200 in bonus bets instantly. All you got to do, use my promo code DCTV. Bet $5 or more and get $200 in bonus bets instantly at the DraftKings Sportsbook. Guys, it's easy. DCTV. Bet 5 or more and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Hey, the DraftKings Sportsbook is where it's at. Because you know what? We got a crown. Crown's yours. Let's go. Daniel! All right, guys. What's going on? I'm in Florida. I told you yesterday, you saw me on beautiful golf course. I'm hanging out. I'm in Florida now, driving between Jacksonville and down south in Jupiter, I think is where we're going, or somewhere in that area. Beautiful golf courses down there. Gonna play today, but you know that I cannot not talk about what happened last night for UFC 285 or UFC 294. UFC 294. Islam Makhachev and Charles Oliveira were supposed to fight for the second time in Abu Dhabi again. A lot of reports have been coming out. Obviously, Charles wasn't happy to have to go back to fight Islam in what is essentially a home game for the second time. He made his thoughts known. Unfortunately, last night, Charles is about to go out to Abu Dhabi to fight Islam in sparring, gets cut, has to pull out of the fight. You guys know from me as a teammate of Makhachev how I know how competitive the fight with Volkanovski was and how I've been like, I don't know if I want that fight again right now. Well, of course, Alexander Volkanovski steps up, and now he's fighting Islam for the championship again. If there's anybody that's going to be in shape, ready to fight a 5-round title fight in 10 days, it's going to be Alexander Volkanovski. He's the pound-for-pound number one fighter in the world. He has shown time and time again the guys at 145 cannot compete with him. He has been as dominant a champion we've seen in a really long time. And in the first fight with Islam, he had a lot of moments of success. Anytime you hear a fight like that get announced, you wonder the thoughts of the teams. Obviously, Volkanovski's very confident after what he did the first one. But when you hear Islam talk, or you look at his posts from Instagram, Islam immediately says, thank you for taking the fight. Don't use it as an excuse. I believe, and some people may think it's an excuse, but I believe that in fight one, Islam might have overlooked the guy a little bit. I think he took him a little bit light because he expected to be able to finish him. I thought Makhachev fought a little bit too aggressively early. If you know Islam, you know that that's not the way that he fights. I thought that he had this idea that he was going to finish him because he was smaller, and he was surprised by how good Volkanovski is. I don't imagine that'll happen again this time. I believe we will get a Makhachev that's more measured, that is more patient, especially early in the fight. I don't anticipate that Alexander Volkanovski will suffer because he's taking this fight on short notice. I don't at all. I believe that the pay-per-view actually got bigger, guys. I think it actually got bigger because there is so much interest in Islam versus Volkanovski. I mean, if people would have called for it, the rematch could have happened right now. The UFC's always been open to it. Volkanovski already has gone on and beaten someone else. He's always said that he would be in Abu Dhabi. He always said that he would keep himself readily available in case something happened. This is a very rare case, though, because you don't generally get the backup guy or the guy that's not scheduled to fight in the fight. That's happening for Volk. More measured approach from Makhachev is what you could expect. Alexander Volkanovski, as Alexander Volkanovski, is what you can expect. What you can expect is a very competitive, very good fight. I wish that it wasn't so short, because there's training and then there's actually training. And I believe that when you're actually training for a fight, it's in the mindset. The mindset, the idea that for 2 months, you know who you're fighting, you're preparing for that guy, you're ready to step in front of that guy to try to become the champ. And no matter how good you are, no matter how disciplined, no matter how motivated, no matter how driven, you don't carry the championship fight mindset into a training session when you don't have something on the books. Ryan Clark and I were talking about Alexander Volkanovski the other day, and he said that first quarter of the year, Volk wanted to fight again. He was going to fight Ilya Topuria in either January or February. So he has a fight, at least an idea of when he was going to fight, the January or February. So he has a fight, at least an idea of when he was going to fight. But it wasn't 3 months prior. He still knew that he had at least another month and a half to spend time with his family, be in the gym, improving his skills, getting better, before he had to really hone in and start to get ready for a competition against a guy that he has a bit of a bad relationship with. Now he actually gets a bigger fight against a better guy, a guy that he's already been in there with on a short notice chance. Is he going to make a lot of money? Absolutely. You don't get a guy like Alexander Volkanovski with this type of time without lining the pockets. So Volk's going to get paid. And he really is in a no-lose situation. As he was in a no-lose situation in the first fight, because everybody thought Islam would just walk right through him, this is another one of those no-lose situations. He wins, he is the man. He beat the big bad Islam Makhachev. If he loses, people will just say, well, he took the fight on 10 days notice. What can you expect when you're fighting the number 2 pound-for-pound fighter in the world? That's why Islam said don't use it as an excuse. Khabib comes out. He's in Abu Dhabi right now. Those guys are all prepping, getting ready for next week. And Khabib says, it doesn't matter who it is. You're the champion of the world. You got to just be ready. So there was never a thought to not take the fight. There was never a thought to not take the fight. Khabib did it against Ally Aquinta when he won the championship. He was supposed to fight Max Holloway, who had replaced Tony Ferguson. But he took it as his chance to be the champ. So he fought who they put in front of him. It was Ally Aquinta. He pitches a shutout. He becomes a lightweight champion. So the mindset is there. And Islam carries the same mindset. No matter who it is, I'm up to the challenge. Just somebody show up in Abu Dhabi to give me an opportunity to defend my belt. I believe that this pay-per-view has gotten bigger. My excitement level to go to Abu Dhabi, while it was already high, is even higher. I can't wait to get down there and watch those guys in person. The first time I went to gymnastics with my daughter. And I tell you, Islam has not let me forget about it. He's constantly in my ear like, are you going to have gymnastics for my fight this time? Are you coming? He said, last time I fight this guy, you not there, Khabib not there, no one come to support me. Everybody's going to be there this time to watch. And while I can't openly say I'm in there supporting him, because I got to call the fight right up the middle as I always do, obviously, he's one of my teammates, a guy that I've known for a long time. But my respect level for Alexander Volkanovski continues to grow. Because this dude is a phenomenal fighter, but he's also just a great champion and a great man. He's a really, really good man that I truly enjoy. Hey, let me give you a little bit of another thing. Paulo Costa is in some serious danger of not walking to that octagon next weekend. You couldn't even guess what may be in the works. Y'all might not know, but I do. I know what is possibly in the works for the co-main event. And if this co-main event comes together, If this co-main event comes together, UFC 294 will be even bigger than it was when it was announced. And we already know how good the pay-per-view was to begin with. But now it's Islam and Volk 2. And if this co-main event comes together, you guys' jaw will hit the floor. Unbelievable. And guess who gets to be there? Your boy DC, sitting next to the octagon, calling the fights. I mean, I always say it, but I got the best job in the world. And I'm so thankful that I get to do it every single time the UFC goes and puts on these pay-per-views. Hey, UFC 294 is going to be an insane fight card. It's only going to get better if this fight comes together. Hey, until next time, guys, I'm going to go and play some golf. This is what I'm here for. A couple of days away to play golf. Not good at it? Actually, I am. I'm really good at it. I might be one of the best golfers you've ever met in your entire life. And it's true because I said it. Hey, until next time, like, subscribe, tell your friend to tell a friend that DC's got a YouTube channel. And it don't matter where I'm at, whether I'm on a Sprinter van driving to the golf course, I can be sitting in my car, in my office, right next to the octagon. I will always give you behind-the-scenes looks into the sport that we all love so much. All right? Until next time, guys. Peace.